I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good day, Elena Lipson. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful afternoon?
I am doing great, Angel. Thanks.
Hey, it's a great pleasure to connect with you. Do tell us, what part of the world are you in right now?
I am in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States.
All right, all right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, I think we got connected on LinkedIn most likely because I also have a podcast, the Boost podcast, but it may also be through some of my work as a growth strategy consultant and a coach for professional women as well.
There we go. You've been busy, haven't you?
I have.
Well, do tell us about the podcast, please.
Sure. So I interview entrepreneurs, athletes, and healthcare professionals to hear their stories of personal and professional growth. So it's a lot of different people across industries, and it's really meant to be inspirational to everyone. And it's not featuring, the titans of business that you've heard before. It's more people that are a little bit more relatable, and probably some of the things that they've attained are a little more achievable for the average person.
And that was purposefully done that way, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's already a ton of really great podcasts out there that interview the best of the best. And so I was trying to kind of uncover some of the untouched jewels in this space that maybe don't get their stories told as much.
That's great. And what you do as well as a coach, tell us about that, please.
Sure. So I work with professional women, mostly in the corporate world, but also people that are interested in becoming entrepreneurs to help them earn the promotion, raise, and respect that they want. I work a lot with women who are feeling stuck or overwhelmed in terms of balancing career and family, or they might just be feeling underappreciated. And I work with them to unlock their natural talents, figure out what drives them, what gives them passion, what they're really good at, and make sure that's aligned to what they're doing, and then work with them to build the confidence and executive presence that they need and help them really figure out what it is that they want and then how to go and ask for it and create a plan to get where they want to go.
That's wonderful. And where's the best place for someone that's interested in meeting you or connecting with you on this? It's like I'm biting my tongue. Yeah. Where's the best place for someone to connect with you, Elena?
Well, they can email me directly at elipson@mosaicgrowth.com, or they can go to my website, mosaicgrowth.com. It's MOSAICGROWTH.
Now, you've definitely set yourself on the path to achieving, helping others, right? Why will you continue to repeat this skill?
I just love it. It gives me a lot of energy. So I love solving problems, creating hacks, and helping others grow. And I've kind of spent my whole career doing this in different capacities, spending a lot of my career in federal healthcare, working with the government as a consultant, and then moving on more to the commercial side and the consumer side of things, and now working a lot with emerging organizations and individuals as well. So it's just been really rewarding and fulfilling.
What's one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
Well, I have hustled my butt off. So I am always meeting new people, making connections and learning, whether it's from other people or just from keeping my finger on the pulse of the markets that I work in.
How does that make you feel, seeing the rewards of what work you've done?
Well, seeing the rewards is just so exciting. I thrive off of the energy of those people around me, and I love meeting new people and learning. But doing it day in and day out can be kind of tiring, and it can get draining, and so it can be really exhausting if you don't take time for self-care.
Suggest to someone out there that's listening, who they probably aren't doing the work, right, and have the dream. Suggest to them why they need to do the work.
Well, it's really important to actually go out and do things and not just think about them. Anyone can think up ideas and have dreams, but what really separates the successful people from those that aren't are the ones that take the risk to go out and take action and do it. And that will mean that sometimes things don't work and you'll fail, but you just have to pick yourself back up there and, keep going, and things will eventually come together. And even if they don't, you're going to learn so much.
Amazing audience. You're hearing it live here from Elena Lipson. Again, she is the host of the Boost podcast. Elena, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Elena, what is your earliest childhood memory?
So I remember that I never liked to go to bed, and I would stand up in my crib and make my parents go through a whole routine with me. They'd have to sing me a song, read me a book, and then count to 60 every single night before I'd go to sleep. And it was basically a huge negotiation. Even at like a very young age, I was pretty headstrong.
So how old were you in that memory?
I'm not really sure. I'm thinking maybe 2 years old or so.
Intriguing. All right. How do you see that memory connecting directly to who you are today?
Well, one thing I've noticed, especially over the last, 5 years or so, I really don't like being told what to do. And I'm a total night owl. So I think this memory just sticks in my mind as an example of really my strong will from an early age and just knowing what I want and kind of demanding it.
Yeah. Well, I love how you connected the dots. There we go. You've done the work. If we fast forwarded to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Well, so Red Hot Chili Peppers came out with the Blood Sugar Sex Magic album, and I loved the song Give It Away.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, but you don't give away anything, don't you?
Oh, well, I like to pay it forward sometimes. It's always great to help people out.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I do hope you have children soon and they do bawl and scream the way you did. So you get that full circle. If you don't have them already, that is. Well, my friend, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. Say it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I am.
Elena, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
I have not, but I have a reverse mentor who is about 70 years old, and we teach each other new things all the time. I actually just spent the whole day with her yesterday.
Reverse mentor. I've never heard that before. I think I understand it. Explain it to me, please.
Sure. So it's kind of the idea that if you're maybe the less experienced or younger person, you can also provide mentorship to someone who may be more experienced or older than you. And so I view this woman as a mentor to me. But what was surprising to me is she views me as a mentor to her in other ways as well. So we call ourselves reverse mentors.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Do you have children?
Nope, just my dog.
Right. Does your dog kick and scream when it's time to go to sleep as well?
No, she loves to sleep.
All right. Do you believe in God?
I'm not really sure.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Absolutely.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No, I don't.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yeah, I probably do about 5 hours a week. And right now I'm binge watching The Crown on Netflix.
Oh, there we go. What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 hours a day or less than 8 hours a day?
It's probably more. I really live on my iPhone, my iPad, and my MacBook. So if I'm not with other people, I am attached to a screen, which is probably not good.
I'm not sure. There's one guy I spoke to. He said he sold his iPhone and he bought a flip flop, right? Phone. Well, not a flip flop, a flip phone, right? And I said, so how was that? And he said it's been really great thus far. So I'm actually considering it just a bit. I'm attached to my iPhone, right? But I'm actually considering it.
Yeah, it would be a good way to kind of cut down your time on the screen because it's got to be so frustrating
I think
being on a flip phone.
Yeah, I think it'll transform my life though. Like conversations. Usually I'm having a conversation and just in the break I flip out my phone, right? So I think it would change. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I have yet to decide. If you had to share with us, my friend, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Elena Lipson, what would you say that is?
So I would say create the rules, don't follow them.
Ooh, intriguing.
Yeah, I think so many people are focused on trying to be like everybody else. And I really encourage a lot of the women that I coach to think about what it is that they want and what that means for how they should get there. And it might not be the way that other people have done it.
Oh, okay. So now I understand. It's not that you create the rules that you don't follow. It's you should be creating rules instead of only following rules.
Exactly.
It took a while there. My apologies.
No, that's okay.
In closing, Elena, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yes. So I am working very closely with professional women who may be feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or underappreciated in their careers. I have a group coaching and training program that is going on now. I'll have another one in the spring. If you are interested in that program or working one-on-one with me, please feel free to reach out and we should talk.
There we go. Elena Lipson, a great pleasure again. Thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Agile Jones.
Thank you. It was great to be here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Agile Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.